In most years, North Carolina produces anywhere from 400,000 to 500,000 acres of wheat, and Union County is responsible from anywhere from 50,000 to 55,000 of those acres. This means that Union County is the top wheat producing county in the state. Each year, Extension puts on trials like variety trials and nutrient trials. The variety trials help farmers understand what varieties are available in our area and how the different varieties perform in this area of the state. The nutrient trials show farmers what types of nutrients they should be putting out on their wheat and which ones help the wheat perform the best. Overall, the goal of these trials is to help farmers produce wheat in an economically viable and environmentally sustainable way.
Wheat's really what we do here. We really like wheat. Wheat's been very good to us over the years, and our soils here are very well adapted to the wheat, so we're very fortunate for that. My grandpa started growing wheat actually in the 60s, and it didn't take him very long to figure out that it was something that was going to be an excellent cash crop for him in the spring. And as time went along, we've been very blessed to have a lot of flour mills pop up in the area, a lot of places where we can sell our wheat really quickly. That's something that's been a huge advantage to us. Extension has been just key for us as far as being able to make our high wheat yields. We try to do as many trials on our farm as possible, but the sheer magnitude of the trials and all the varieties and the fungicides, the insecticides, herbicides that have to be used in order to see what the difference is between all of them is just too much for us to do. Just be way too time consuming. Like I said, we try to do as many as we can here, but Extension is key to us to be able to learn what varieties to use, what chemicals to use, and we get that information at the end of the year and we can apply it to the next year's crop. We try to grow as many bushels as possible as we can for flour. We're looking always at about $1 to $2 more premium just for growing milling grade wheat. We're not always able to get that grade of wheat. It's something that we strive for. Sometimes the weather doesn't permit it, but it's something that we always try to achieve. I'd say year in and year out, I'd say we probably grow 75 to 80% flour wheat here.
At the state level, we support growers like Drew Medlin by taking in samples directly from their farm and evaluating them in the wheat quality lab to look at metrics like falling number, test weight, and protein levels. Each year across the state of North Carolina, we look at over 100 different varieties at up to 20 different locations to determine how those varieties perform in different environments. We look at things like nitrogen use efficiency, fungicide applications, and even herbicide applications, and when the best timings and rates are for those so that a farmer can make the best management decisions on his farm to produce quality wheat that goes into your cakes and cookies. Another way that we extend our information out to growers is through in-person field days and events like our Whistle Stop Tour series. We do these across the state every year in different locations where we have large numbers of trials, and we attract growers out to take a look at those trials in person and walk the fields and make those decisions based on what they see there. These events can attract as many as 200 growers at a time, and this gives them the opportunity to interact with specialists like myself and other specialists who work in wheat. Growers can find the quality metrics that we look at for each variety tested across the state in the Variety Selection Tool. This is a tool we developed for growers to determine which varieties will work best on their individual operations. They can use it to filter down to the different characteristics that we've talked about. They can also look at yield and test weight and disease characteristics all in the same place. These metrics determine whether or not that wheat is going to be a good quality wheat for making into flour